What is going on, everybody? If you don't know me, my name is Quinn Postel. I'm a powerlifter slash fitness guy, father, husband. And if you're watching this video, it's because you've seen the title course for Ringconn. So ideally, I've seen a lot of people talk about Ringconn for the insurmountable amount of years that they've been open, like a year or two. Behind me is just our expenses, so ignore that. And then behind us in there is personal shit like podcasting stuff and TV and all that. Just to clear that out the way. So the reason why, before we get into it, reason why I decided to go with Ringconn specifically is because I heard that Ultra Human had like a lot of battery issues. I got a warranty on Ringconn as well. And then, or I'm not paying for a fucking subscription. And whoop, I'm not paying for a subscription either. So if you're watching this and you don't care to pay for a subscription, that's completely fine. I don't know why you would give a corporation even more money than you have to, but that's my personal reserved opinion. Now, I do have an Apple Watch. My wife got me the Apple Watch SE2 for Christmas in 2024, and this is April the 11th, 2025. So the biggest issue that I had Apple Watch is that the actual company got sued for the bands causing cancer. Now, this specific band is from China. So I don't know if it still carries that the PFs, which is forever chemicals. And I'm not trying to be like real big political and all that crazy shit. Just in particular, the bands had issues, and I actually have issues with the bands. This band brand in particular, it's just a fuck ton. I have a hard time sleeping with this. And then when I train, because I powerlift, I wear wrist wraps and I wear straps because I deadlift, I have to take this off. Now, I will still be using this because outside the video of this sizing kit and all that, I want to make sure and see the metrics between the Ringconn 2 and the watch, see which one's more accurate. Now, the reason why I went with the Ringconn 2 instead of the 2 Air is because the Air was cheaper, and I think it missed on a couple things. And because this was, for me in particular, my wife said, this is our 3-year anniversary gift. And so instead of paying like $340 to $400 for like a moissanite asteroid or some cool ass like dinosaur bone ring, I'm really big into fitness and health as a father and husband now. And so this was the cheaper second best option. I don't have a code and I'm being sponsored. So if Ringconn sucks dick, I'm going to let you know. Now, this is my first ever time using a fitness ring, but this is not my first ever time using a fitness measuring app. So other than that, we're going to go ahead and get into it. So address in this, I don't want you to see it, but this is the box that comes in first. Now there is a 10% off discount code that I used. So if anyone wants that, I will put that in a comment that you ask of me, but I will not put that in a sub in general because I'm not trying to promote the person. If anything, guys, you can just go to Google and put in this is something smart. If you ever want to buy anything, shoes, socks, bands, whatever, go to YouTube and put in like a review of it. And usually the person who says they're not sponsored they'll sneak in a little, hey, I got a 10% off discount code. And I use one of the discount codes. Now they do get commission, but at the end of the day, I don't have to pay as much. So, hey, whatever. So a box, first thing that you're going to get is the sizing kit. Now, ironically, the sizing kit I have a daughter, so ignore that. I opened it and I thought of doing a video, so yeah. But the Ringconn had like little rebar, kind of like when you, or not rebar, but little white strip protective like iPhones when you get them. So we're going to rip that bitch open. Get into it. So the first thing I'm looking at is the process in which you get the ring and size it, I guess. There's 4 colors: Future Silver, Rose Gold, Royal Gold, and Matte Black. And I think I got the Future Silver. Beautiful colors, by the way. Very beautiful colors. Very, very incandescent. The steps for anyone wanting to look into it is 1, choose a ring from the sizing kit that fits comfortably on the index, middle finger, or your non-dominant hand. And then there's different languages, I'm assuming: Chinese, Japanese, Korean, German, Spanish. 2, try on the ring for 24 hours to make sure it fits comfortably. 3, choose your favorite color. And then 4, scan the QR code to get your perfect ring. Now, I picked my color before. So in terms of picking the perfect color, I I don't know what that means because I already paid for the color. So I'm assuming whenever I scan this QR code, it'll let me change the color. But yeah. Now, the coolest thing about that is that I don't have to send these rings back. Now, if you're a smart man like me, not only can you use these rings, but you can give them out to friends or my wife, and these people can use these as backup rings, plastic rings, trash rings, just rings in general. Now, I know what size I am, and I'm gonna go to Reddit. I should probably go to Reddit. No, I'm not gonna do it all. I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do this just for the sake of transparency. Usually Reddit will tell you to size up, size down. I'm simply just gonna go with the actual verbatim size. So I think I'm a size 10. Now the biggest thing is the size 10. I have a tattooed marriage ring. If you don't, cool, whatever. If you do, you know what's up. Slide it on, boom. Now I'm not gonna lie, this hoe is snug as fuck, and that's kind of what I want because I want to make sure it is on me. But the biggest issue is when I try to take it off, I got a fat ass knuckle, so I got to spin it. So I don't want that. Why? Because when I start lifting, if there's inflammation or when I'm gripping the bar, blood gets into my hands, or if I'm doing grip work, right? That's going to cause an issue with me getting the band off. So I'm going to size up. I'm going to go to 11. Now, when I go to 11, right? Just slide a motherfucker on. Feels amazing. It's perfectly snug. I'll give this snug a 10 out of 10. I can subconsciously feel the presence of the ring, but at the same time, it's not loose, it's not spinning. No, okay, so it is spinning around. It is spinning around. The biggest issue that I've heard from other predicators of this device when they're reviewing it is that they've fallen asleep, woken up, and the ring slipped off their finger. So if I'm asleep and I'm rolling, I can see it sliding off my finger. I can, but then again, it gets caught sometimes. So I'm gonna trust the process and give it an 11. Now, it says 24 hours. These motherfuckers don't know and don't care. But I will trust the process simply because today is Friday. And even if I wanted to order it Saturday or Sunday, they don't start shipping until next week. So I'm going to go ahead and give this Saturday and Sunday. Okay? Now, I should try this tonight. And then when I go to work Saturday, put on the 10 and Sunday to the 11. But I'm just going to give the 11 the whole 48 hours. Why is that in particular I'm doing 48 hours? Because I'll be lifting tomorrow and I work 2 times a week. And then when I'm showering and all that. So I want to make sure I'm fully immersing myself in the potentiality of this being my forever ring. There would be no reason to get a 10 or 11 because if the 10 feels just fine and it's not falling off when I'm asleep, then that's perfect for me. So outside of that, I will be keeping these unless we have to give them back. But from my understanding, we don't have to give these back. So yeah, that's really it for the first part of this video. It's just the sizing kit. I do love the professionality with the Ringconn. And yeah, so I mean, that's really it for this part. I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to think. Should I say anything else before we go to the next part? Yeah, all right, fuck it, whatever. I'm gonna play schedule 1 now. All right, everybody. So it has been 4 to 5-ish days since I made the first video where I got the sizing ring kit. Now, there was one process that I didn't do that I should have recorded, and it was just simply ordering it online because I want this to be like a dummy-proof way to understand what you're gonna be getting into. Because a lot of times when people buy rings or buy equipment or buy cars or anything, you know, I feel like the destination is also a process. Because all the reviews that I see, like I said, either paid people. I have professional content and equipment, but I feel like that is over exacerbating what is needed and demanded at this moment, right? This moment is to say, hey, how easy is this as me as a father, wife watching this, how quick this is. So ordered it, it came in. All the processes before you can continue is you just scan like this little QR code, and then you have to make an account, which is free. And in that account, you gotta download an app, and it will ship. So this is the box. I'm not showing my address, but we will get into it. Now, today is me and my wife's 3-year anniversary. So this came in 3 to 4 hours ago, but we were gonna go to Top Golf, but it was a 3-hour wait. We're not fucking doing that. So we went to bowling instead. So, Ringconn, here we go. Now, the boxing is nice, but something someone said that I really like was that the boxing really doesn't matter. The boxing and the presentation doesn't really matter whenever you're paying for the functionality. Once again, I'm very lucky and financially stable to be in a position to afford this at the price that it was, not the light, but the air to itself, or the ring to itself. So if this could have been cheaper, if it came in a less detailed box, 100% I would pay for that. Because at the end of the day, it's just a white box and a little bit of artistry. We have the iPhone signature tab rip. Listen to this ASMR. And the top and the bottom. All right. Here it is. So, really nothing in the box. What we're looking at right now together is the ring that I chose, the style, the color, and then some other stuff right here. So, I'm not gonna put it on my finger yet. Take it off. I'm gonna look at it, see if personally there's any blemishes. I see none, but I will say this. You can see my fingerprint on it. That sounds like my daughter. Little packet. The case, the charging case, which I will charge. And then the cord, the cable. So, now, $230, $40. This right here in itself is at least $30. I'll say 10 minimum to 30 max. If you can get your ring and all that for $200, this is worthless. There's nothing in here. So take into account, okay? All right, so Ringconn, get into it. Okay. Little booklet, user manual. Okay, right there. You can come in here, babe. I'm just doing my video. So here's a little importance. Download the Ringconn app, search Ringconn in the App Store, connect the ring with the app, activate the ring for the first time, and wear the ring properly. Adjust the position in time if it is shifted. Before using it for the first time, it is best charged. It is best to charge it at 6%. Or charge it for 60 minutes, or make sure the battery level is at 80%. So I'm glad that they sent me something that charged. I never really understood that. 5 is the view the data. 6 is the LED color reference, blinking blue. The ring is activated and enters pairing mode. And solid blue for 3 seconds, the ring exits flight mode. Charging case is blinking white. Solid is white charging. Solid is orange. Charging case power is above 0 to 20%. Blinking blue. All the other shit doesn't really matter. It's an accident. This is charging case. So I'm gonna stop the video here. I'm gonna show how to charge it, plug it in, and then I'll stop the video. Where'd that cord go? Did I throw that into the abyss? No, I didn't. Right here. Now, Remember, guys, you're paying $220, $30, $40, $50. And they do not come with a motherfucking... Honestly, isn't this a lawsuit? I could have sworn there was a lawsuit that Apple faced a while ago because they sold a product that had to have another product for it to function properly. So I need to look into that. Because I definitely think that is something that a lot of people don't understand, is that it is illegal for a company in the United States, at least, to sell you a product that you have to have another product to use. It has to work on its own as its own product. Or you have to manufacture or create a product that works without outside support, so to say, to an extent. So that's metal. Okay, I thought I'd scratch that bitch for a second. All right, here we go. And then the ring goes right on there. I'm assuming you gotta line it up. Okay, so it is magnetic. So we're gonna go here, close it. I'm gonna charge it. Need a block real quick, guys. I'll have to get one from my bedroom, but yeah, stop here and then go on when it's charged adequately. All right, guys, so I'm doing the screen record because I just got done charging this. I'm gonna make this as simple as possible. You can hear my wife and dog in the background, which is completely fine. Like I said, I'm doing the video to show you how simple it's supposed to be. So I have it in my left hand, and I just took it off the charger. It is still in the case. Remember, it's in the case. There's a little blue light. But I'm gonna see how simple this is to hook it up. So got the ring in the case. The case is closed right now. I downloaded the app Ringconn. I did put in my email and my account, so I'll link those. So this is the interface. As you can tell, there's not a single fucking thing on it. We're gonna try to connect it. So top right corner, start pairing. So view charging dock activation methods. If you use a brand new ring, activate the ring in the charging case. The ring blinks blue. Click on the start search button. Click on the start search button directly if a ring has been used. Start search. Okay. Search for a ring. The nearest one is here. Okay. Pairing, but I haven't opened the case. Still closed. Haven't opened the case. Nothing like that. So I want to see pair successful. Read the user guide. Update. Oh, there's an updated. Okay. So we're learning together right now that if you're going to have to update the ring, you have to keep it in the case. I didn't even think there was going to be a ring update. Firmware, data checking. Please stay on the current. Oh, hell no. Please keep the ring within 1 meter of the phone when updating. Jesus. Well, the good thing about it is that because the case charges and it charges the ring like Apple's, iPods, AirPods, whatever, we are able to charge it and have it charged at the same time and update. So yeah, I'm gonna fast forward to where it's done, or I'm just gonna turn it off and then turn it back on when it's done. So, all right, so the update is successful, and make sure I'm screen recording real quick. Yeah, we're screen recording that. So update successful, done. Now I guess I'm just gonna open the ring and I'm gonna put it on my finger. Here we go, the moment of truth. No wellness bounces due. Okay, so. Set charge, complete, connected, ring setting tool, find my ring, ring airplane mode. What does that mean? And we'll turn off the Bluetooth for the ring and stop data transfers if you need to turn off the, okay, bullshit. Ring size 11, device version 2, firmware. Ring going on in 3, 2, make sure I got that bitch lined up right. Run, 1, embarrassing. All right, it's on. Let's see if I can update. That's it? Really? That's it? No heartbeat or no shit? Huh. It's not doing my heartbeat yet. Interesting. Well, does it know it's on me? Nothing's happening. Okay, well, that's it for now, I guess. I'm go ahead and do the rest of my night, sleep with the wife, all that, chill out, and then wake up in the morning, and I'll do another video seeing if anything activates now, because I just put the ring on, so it's not like an Apple Watch. As you can tell with the Apple Watch, your heartbeat starts working immediately. So, oh, hold up, shit. I want to see how accurate it is compared to my Apple Watch. Give me a second, babe. I'm almost done. Just measuring my heart rate. Come here, baby. You want to walk? Oh, you motherfucker. Come on, walk. Trying to get our daughter to walk. Damn, is it done or not? Oh, I see that in the background. Okay. Oh, okay. And then, what is this? Blood oxygen monitoring is only active during periods of rest. Well, I'm resting right now. I'm sitting on my ass, so let's see if it works. All right, let's see what this does. I'm getting it. Oh, and HRV? Damn, this is cool. Exercise more moderate to high intensity activity. What are you doing, baby girl? You want a Tootsie Roll? Is that what you want? You want a Tootsie Roll? Come on, sit. Come here. You want that Tootsie Roll? I don't know what that means. All right. That should be it for now. All right, everybody. So it has been 48 hours since I had the last video. I decided to actually just go about my day, with it being Easter Sunday. We had family stuff going on, and I wanted to see how that track worked. And then I had a session today with cardio and lifting. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. And this will be the part 1 conclusion to the Ringconn 2. Like I said, guys, this is super non-invasive approach that I wanted to have. Just have it on as a father, as a husband, as a lifter, as a college kid, all that other shit. And just show you guys how it works, what it does. And like I said, not really have me as much on the video. I feel like a lot of times you'll see people wear the ring. They just kind of talk about the app. No one's ever screen recording it, sharing the interface and all that. I feel like as casual as I try to. So we're going to go ahead and open up the app. As you can tell, I got Withings, Health, Apple, Fitness, my Coach Training app, my Fitness Pal bar loaded, the Apple Watch and Ringconn. And so I'm going to show you a couple of discrepancies between the Ringconn and the Fitness. So we opened up the Ringconn. I actually charged it. It charges very quickly. It took a 15-20 minute shower. Even did my little beard growth stuff that I got going on. And by the time I grabbed it, it said 69 LOL, 59 seconds or 1 minute till 100% charge. So I went ahead and pulled it off. You can tell in the top right corner, 99% remaining 10 days and 21 hours, which is absolutely fucking bonkers. I have not let it get below 9 days, and that's just because I have a very good habit of trying to charge it. Maybe someone in the video, in the comment section will say, hey, it's like an iPhone or anything that's electric. I only charge it a certain percent. If you do any more, it'll kill the battery. I'm just saying in context for the future. But right now, I'm just charging it every 2 or 3 days when I can. Like I said, I haven't really dealt with the battery having an issue. So what we're looking at right now is the well balance sheet. It says slow down at 58. I'm going to go ahead and read the bottom caption. It says time awake ratio has shown significant fluctuations. Take it easy today and pay attention to potential reasons to return to normal. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I'm going to click on sleep. So the sleep score is going to tell you basically what you have and what you lack on. It says improvable. My time of sleep last night was 4 hours and 42 minutes. My sleep efficiency was 48. My sleep goal was I was 3 hours and 18 minutes off, and I was 100% of the time awake ratio, which I don't know what that means. Frequency awakening, sleep stages, and other overly fragmented. Still really don't know those in terms of context. We can go back, or we can click on it again and go to activity. But I'm going to go back, just to make it easy. We're going to go to activity. And it says activity score factors, very good. All activity indicators are excellent. Contributing positively to your activity score. Keep up the outstanding activity habits. So what's cool on this excellent one, guys, I'm going to show you is I've done 10,041 steps out of 6,000. And what's awesome is that I didn't stand for 12 hours. Maybe. No, I didn't. So I went and did cardio today. So usually when I have the Apple Watch, when we go to fitness, It doesn't do that. It doesn't track that many steps. See, it says 6,000 steps, and I did 10,000. So I'm glad that the Ring is actually taken into account. I got you, baby. Hold up. I'm glad that the Ring is actually taken into account that my steps on the treadmill are not only calorically activated as well, but it's something to take into consideration whenever we're doing the steps. Because for me, it's like the Apple Watch's account once you get 10,000 steps a day, and then they'll go on the fucking way to not taking to the step the treadmill, if you do the treadmill, right? If you're trying to lose weight or whatever. So, step distance is 3.32 miles, and sorry about that, 3.32 miles. The step count was 6,000, but on the Ring, it's saying 10,000 on the 6,000 goal, and the where's it at? The exercises we'll talk about. So, relaxed state talks about where I'm at in terms of relaxed score, my high stress ratio, my minimum stress level. As you can tell, today's been a very good day. So was yesterday. So they gave me 87. That's a B. You know what I'm saying? So I'm passing my relaxed status class pretty good. Vitals. It says that from 6:30 to 7 a.m., the average blood oxygen level is between 90 and 95. And HRV was pretty good. So it's a minor outlier. Nothing too bad. Still learning how that works, but regardless, we're gonna move on. So activity right here, if you click on this, it'll tell you how many calories you burned. It says I burned almost 2,000 with 10,000 steps, 162 minutes of active cardio. As you can tell, this time right here, I did almost 3 band steps, and that was when I was doing my cardio in the morning. I fasted at college. The standing isn't accurate at all. Just gonna put that out there. The all-day calories, it says I'm cracking about 3,200 calories on a burn, and my activity intensity ratio, sleep state, I don't know all that. I'm not even like I know what that is. We're still learning. There's so much deep details, you can tell, that I have to take the time to actually thoughtfully learn it. You'll see the stress indicator. It says I'm 42 on normal, and I'm trying to read it as I actually talked about it. I've looked over this, but it's just so much detail. I would have to have like a video on each one, and I really don't want to do that. I'm not gonna lie. Vital signs is pretty good. I would say this is off a little bit from what the app was saying and what on the treadmill when I have put my hands on, and then also the Apple Watch. Sleep apnea, I forgot to do that last night, but I'm gonna do it this night. That's a pretty good thing. So I'm gonna refresh it. When we go to the Apple Watch, my indoor walk was almost 2 miles at 30-minute pace. Active calories I burned was 360. My total calories was 438. And what I like about this, I'll show you. So when I have on the watch, right, and I go to my Fitness Pal, it never links the cardio. And it pisses me the fuck off because I'm not trying to get in extra meals, but I just want to see what my actual deficit's at. So what's cool about my Fitness Pal now that I have the Ringconn is that the Ringconn actually links to the calorie tracker. So you can see that it is now actively taking into account the quote-unquote exercise that I'm doing. The Ringconn will do that. The Apple Watch will not do that. So I think that's very nice. Now I'm also going to track that. I think that the Apple Watch, I'm going to wear maybe 8 hours out of the day. If I have low days, like when I'm not going to the gym or going to work or I have college, I probably just won't wear the Apple Watch, or I'll barely wear it. I'll have the Ring for that. But on my active days, I want to have the Ring and the watch because it's like 2 heads are better than one. But at the same time, I'm going to make sure that I'm holding each other accountable. I consider the Apple Watch to be a casual baseline, but the Ringconn in itself is a tool I feel like is going to help me acquire those goals. So in terms of the steps and all that, it doesn't really say that much. Let me see. It says my steps are, how do you see it? I know there's a way to see it. Fuck me. Steps, 6,529. Like I said, this one is saying that I did 10,484. So I think this is taking into account the treadmill. And this isn't taking into account the treadmill. Because if you see 6,529 here, and then we go to the treadmill, I don't think it'll track steps like that. That sucks. But I think you'll get the gist that between the 30 minutes, I stepped 4,000-ish steps. So As you can see, my split for the first two, I actually started upping my cardio a little bit. Started a little jogging pace, get that BPM up. I've been in zone 2 for a little while, and I wanted to jump up to zone 2 and 3 just a little bit because I'm trying to get not like slow, steady state, but might as well work on your CO2 capacity, you know? But yeah, that's kind of it right now for the video. In terms of Ringconn, I think it's a very good tool, and I'm going to look more into it, do some more apnea stuff, and then come back to you guys probably about 3 to 4 month mark to let you guys know where I'm at. I would say 6 months, but I just feel like it's too far. I think if I do 3 to 4 months, then I'll let you know how the battery is and all that, because it's only been 72 hours since I've had this. So other than that, I'll just do this, make it easy for you guys. Other than that, that's really it for the video. I appreciate you guys watching, and we're going to continuously improve and see what the Ringconn can do. So until then, bye.